Hello ladies and gentlemen of YouTube, this is Lee of Sovereign Gaming. It's been a while since I've actually made a video of any kind of video game just because I've had some changes recently in my life that has required me to just kind of take a step back and adjust and get into the swing of things with a few changes going on. That being said, this is a game called Black Desert Online. It's an MMORPG out of Korea that I've been playing for about 2 years now since it released in North America and Europe. I'm actually going to be doing something today that most people wouldn't even consider doing, and that's Relic Shards, Relic Scrolls, specifically 200 of them. I actually have 192 Relic Shards sitting in 5 different city inventories, so that's 192 here in Calpheon, another 192 down here in Trent, another 192 over in Kepland, as well as in Tariff and Glish. So that being said, I just need to run around and grab all of these relic shards that I have in each of these cities, put them together, buy a few more off the marketplace to round off that extra 8 that I'm going to need, and I'll have a total of 200 relic scrolls to run through. The goal of this, aside from just testing my sanity, is to see how much money I can actually make off of running the relic scrolls as opposed to just selling them on the marketplace. Typically a relic shard, a single relic shard, is going to run between right now 800,000 silver and 1 million silver. That obviously varies depending on how many are on the marketplace. Right now there's quite a few, so the average right now is about 950 silver is what you'll kind of get digging into, a short of the ones that usually dip down to the 900,000 or 890,000 range. So saying that just averaging them out, I'd have about in total 950 million silver worth of relic shards sitting in these different banks. And what I want to do is take them all, get them all done, get everything tallied up, and find out just how much money I actually make off these. So, let's get started. Alright, that took a little bit longer than I thought it would. As you can see, I've got about 192 of these relic scrolls that were sitting in my Kepling inventory. I made another 8 of them out of relics that I bought off the marketplace. The relic shards themselves that I had gotten for the 192 that are in storage, I had actually gotten from AFK fishing over a period of about 2 to 2.5 months. It's a lot of time, but hopefully this will be worth it. Hopefully I'll make more money off of this than I will from just selling those relic shards outright. I'm going to take about 100 of these to start, and then I will come back after taking a break to do the other 100. So split them in 2. Again, total of 200. This is going to take a while. Hey guys, who wants to help me do 200 relic scrolls today?
Oh
No, absolutely not. I refuse.
Why would you do this yourself?
Because I can.
Never.
Alright guys. Yeah, free money. Okay, so it turns out that 100 at a time might be a little bit much, so I've so far done 50, and I'm going to go ahead and deposit what we've gotten so far out of that 50 in terms of just craft loot. Looks like I've gotten 24 memory fragments so far, which is about right. And I'm just going to go ahead and apparently not drop those off in here. And just in raw silver, aside from the 910 that I already had sitting there in storage, got a little bit here, so we're just going to go ahead and toss that in and keep on trucking, I guess. And we're back again with another 50 scrolls completed. So let's take a look at what we got this time. And as usual, about 25 is usually what we're going to get on memory fragments. We'll get about 50% drop rate on the memory fragments themselves. And now we got another 100 left to go. So, again, here we go. Okay, here we are at 150 completed. Making about 1.2 million each trip just in silver alone, which is fairly good. And this time headed out a little bit ahead of the curve on the memory fragment drop. So I got 30 this time. That's 5 more than I was expecting. And now we got 50 left to do. Gonna go ahead and get these finished tonight and wrap this up. All right, finally finished, and my brain is mush after all of that. Did about 50 of them solo. Had a little bit of help from some guildies and some random players along the way as well. On that last run of 50, looks like I got 30 more memory fragments, so again, that's a pleasant surprise, bringing that total to 109. That's pretty good. And these right here, these are hunter seals. They'll translate into about 18 to 20 million after I exchange them for some armor stones and sell them. The rest of these things, some of this is junk. These items here are just junk items that I'm going to sell. They're not going to bring in too much. These, between the two, let's see, probably about 2.5 million for all of these once I trade them all in. Again, another 1.13 million there, so in just silver drops made 4.6 million. That's not too bad at all. Now we just got to open up all of these, so I'll go ahead and start doing that. Okay, so the org bundles, which are kind of the crappiest of the bundles, ended up yielding, looks like about 1,400 of these medium hit point potions. These aren't really worth anything at all, and I'll probably just sell them to a vendor, if anything. I got another 90 memory fragments, not too bad, and another 100 hunter seals. So again, that's going to end up translating into about 10 million. Again, a little bit more just random junk to sell, which isn't worth much, if anything at all. And in total, I did add a little bit more before, so it was about 750,000 each time, so about another 1.5 million there. Okay, and the Gihaku bundles gave me about 216 more memory fragments. I did accidentally open up one of the Sonal Siege Captain bundles, but it didn't give me too much. It actually gave me 25 of these metal armor fragments, this one rough ruby, and that was it. And I think it maybe gave me 1 or 2 memory fragments. But that yielded another 216 memory fragments, 253 hunter seals, and a bunch of other money and some more potions. Again, 4,000 of these hit point potion larges. Again, never going to use them, probably just going to sell them off. And it did give me quite a bit more silver, about 2.5 million more silver there. So now we'll just open up the rest of these Sonal Siege Captain bundles. Okay, and finally, the Sonal Siege Captain bundles did yield me quite a bit more. I ended up having to, just like before, go through a couple of rounds of dumping stuff off in the inventory here, but another almost 4,000 of these metal armor fragments, which is great. It gave me about 100 of these rubies. No potions this time. It did give me about, well, quite a bit more money than normal, and 600 memory fragments this time, and another 820 hunter seals. So when all is said and done, these memory fragments themselves, these are the big spender items. They're running 750,000 silver each, and I can get that amount for them, so that's that 750 million right there, basically. When it comes to the hunter seals, these 1,373 hunter seals will roughly translate into about, oh, I'm terrible at math, about a lot. Basically, I can trade these in for one blackstone for every 2 of these. So let's just round that up. Let's say 1,400 of these, and I'll get 700 blackstones. For each 100 blackstones, that's 20 million. So 20 times 7, that's, yeah, whatever. It's really late. I've been doing this for 6.5 hours. My brain is completely mush right now. So that's a fair bit of money right there by itself. Aside from that, these items, these are going to take a long time to turn in because these weigh a lot, and I've got to transport them over to a couple of different locations to get the maximum amount of money from them. So these will take a little bit of time. Again, these aren't worth very much, but they're there. All in all, I'd say that I about broke even. I probably have a little bit less money here than I would have made by just selling all of those relic shards outright. But at the end of the day, I have 1,015 memory fragments that I can use towards upgrading my gear, and that's a little bit more valuable to me than just selling those relic shards outright. So not too bad. A lot of effort, a lot of work. Would I do it again? Not a chance. That is just not worth doing 200 of these all at once. 10 or 20 at a time, fine, but 200 is just insane, and I will never be doing this again. But that's that. And thank you very much for watching. I hope you all have a great evening.